Hello everyone and welcome to this Reddit and GummySearch tutorial where we'll be showing you how to find $1,000,000 startup ideas. Now Reddit and GummySearch are great tools and we have the links to both Reddit and GummySearch in the description below. So here are the steps to follow to potentially find your $1,000,000 startup ideas. And so the first thing you'll need to do is to target subreddits. But before you get to target subreddits, you'll need to identify your niche. For this tutorial, we'll be trying to get inspiration in the niche of finance. So we have some examples of target subreddits we'd like to use, such as personal finance, small businesses, fintech, investing, and related niche communities. So for example, we want to start with investing. We're going to search r/investing and press enter. And here you can see posts, communities, comments, etc. We're going to look for communities. Of course, you can see some communities right here. You can see investing, 3.1 million members, a good number of people online. And you also have investing for beginners with 125k members. So you want to go ahead and join these subreddits according to your preference. So we're going to click on investing, for example, and then click join. Then while we have the subreddits such as investing, we're going to search for terms indicating pain points such as struggled with, annoyed with, or wish there was. These are examples of search terms that are actually related to the niche we're looking for. We're looking for pain points, things people struggle with, because where there is a problem, that's where we can find our $1,000,000 solution. Many people have struggled with how to start investing. So we could say struggled with investing and have a search. And you can see different posts right here, which is based on the subreddit investing. And these are many other posts which we can find right here. For example, we can see trying to find new companies to invest. And here we have, has anyone else, parents or family members, gone their whole lives without ever really investing? So these are some of the things people struggle with, questions people ponder over regarding investing. Take note, we're still trying to brainstorm for our $1,000,000 startup idea. So we want to, of course, analyze as much as we can in this brainstorming exercise. We have struggling with psychological aspect of investing. We're going to click on it. It has about 63 comments and 28 upvotes. And you have the setting right here, which is the context of the theme of this topic. And then of course you have comment right there. So go ahead and analyze the discussions by identifying recurring frustrations across multiple posts and users. Then you also want to note instances of users describing complex DIY solutions and expressing dissatisfaction with existing financial tools. And this is where you can find your solution. Again, you want to find a problem and you be the solution. And this is where you can achieve your goal of finding a $1,000,000 startup idea. Also, you might come across comments where other users show willingness to even pay to solve a problem. And this is something you also want to look for. After all of this is done, you can go to your second phase of brainstorming, validating and scaling with GummySearch. So if you don't have a GummySearch account, follow the link in the description and sign up with GummySearch. And this is where you'll be. You want to set up audiences, add keywords, and utilize GummySearch features in order to get your best idea. We can start doing that by going over to the top right corner here. We can click on new. Then we're going to import key finance subreddits into GummySearch to create specific audiences. So let's go ahead and do that. Remember, in Reddit, we had investing. So that was a subreddit and we're going to put in investing right here. Press enter. And then we're going to add the keyword. You can see investing, you have 5,131 based on this topic, which are scattered about the 21 subreddits right here. You can see this is investing, which we found before. So we're going to also add the new keyword. So we're going to use the new keyword option to add the context we were looking for. As you can see, we now have struggled with investing. And of course, you could add more based on your specific niche. Now, while we've done this, you can go ahead and select some of the subreddits right here. You can go ahead and choose them. We have about 5 right now. The more you choose, the more you have the potential to have a better pool of info, right? So let's go ahead and click on create audience. Now you can see that there are 8 subreddits selected with 53.1 members. This is great. So we can go ahead and click create audience. Great. So now we're here, we have our subreddits, we have themes and topics. Now, what you want to do right here is to utilize GummySearch features. Now, what GummySearch helps you to do is when we look over here in themes, we have hot discussions, top content, advice requests, right? Remember before we talked about finding problems? Well, right here we have pain and anger, and you can see here 35 people expressing pain points and frustrations. Here, GummySearch automatically highlights posts where users express financial frustrations and seek new tools. Then you have the Money Talk feature. This pinpoints discussions where users will be talking about spending money, costs, financial value, and confirming monetization potential of this problem, right? So you want to right click on it, open on a new tab, right click on Money Talk, and open in a new tab as well. There are 4 more, so you can click on 4 more, and you can see more info right here. Then you have this brief popular discussions this week, and of course you have subcategories such as frustrations, questions. Then under topic you have investing. When you click on investing, you have hot topics which are available right here. And you can see the one with the highest upvote is the first here. So it's arranged in that manner, right? So we're going to go through what we selected before, starting with the pain point. So you can see pain and anger right here, and you can read through this. And basically you need to carefully do this and take your notes, because while you're doing this, it might just give you the light bulb moment where you can find where people are talking about similar problems, and there you can find your solution. On Money Talk, you can find where people are talking about investing, investment, or the fact that they're willing to pay for stuff. So right here, you're going to know what they might be interested in paying for while combining the information you find in the pain and anger section. So go ahead and formulate your hypothesis. You can do this by combining the identified pain points from Reddit and here on GummySearch with the market validation from GummySearch. So for example, you have a problem. So let's say that users find it challenging to invest and they're having problems with cash flow. Your idea could be an SAS tool integrating accounting and banking data with habits and preferences to accurately suggest and help users know the best place to invest their money. Remember, you'll need to do brainstorming in order to find your $1 million idea. Take your time to select your niche where you can find the best information which matters to you, and there you will find a best solution to offer to users who have been waiting in pain finding a solution. And that's where you can find your $1 million startup idea. Don't forget to check out the links to GummySearch and Reddit in the description to see how you can make the best use of both platforms to find your $1 million startup idea. If you found this helpful, do let us know, and thanks for watching.